Hi everybody. I'm back with another book review. I finished Hocus Pocus and the all new sequel. Um, the first, I will tell you, yes, it is Hocus Pocus is of course. Um, my nose itched. Sorry. The first part of this book is it's like reading. I'm literally reading the movie in my head. That you know. But there's like a little mix in the middle, or mix in it. I mean, you get what Emily went through a little bit before what all happened beforehand. Like, Emily knew the three witches beforehand, and they were like really nice to her. Okay, and then actually in this, they didn't say, they said a lot of things, but it also went through the mind of Max. Like, Max actually thought up of what he said to kind of, he wanted to ask Allison out, so it was like a setup. And then when I got to part two, well, it leads up to part two, because in part two, they actually have a fourth sister, which is Elizabeth. Sanderson, yes. In my book reviews, I'm sorry, there's going to be like a spoiler, I'm sorry, but so if you actually want to read it, it is really good. I mean, I'm in a Hocus Pocus lovers group, and a lot of them told me don't read it. Well, too bad, I bought the book, I'm going to read it. And plus, I'm not going to listen to that. I bought the book, I paid good money to read it, I'm going to read it. Anyways, it's different. It tells you both descriptions. But anyways, the second story in this book, I mean, it tells you now part two, is Max and Allison's daughter, Poppy, and yes, Poppy Dennison, and she doesn't really believe her parents about all the witches coming back and everything like that. And she doesn't believe her parents, she doesn't believe her Aunt Danny, that they went through that. And if I get cut off, I'll have to do a part two, just letting you know. Anyways, but they bring back the witches because her parents locked up what was left of the Black Flame candle in their attic, and that's not actually what brings the witches back. But I'm not going to spoil too much of the book. I want people to read it. But and in the second book, they do bring the witches back, yes, because her friends, they want to go. Her parents, want her to, like, they wanted all the teenagers to be rounded up. They rounded all the teenagers up for like a party at their house, but her Poppy just wanted to go kind of went with her friends to go to the Sanderson house, and her one friend actually she has a crush on. Yeah, she's actually a lesbian. And they go to the Sanderson house, and when they had did the Ouija board, which I know what that is, but a lot of people don't. But anyways, when they did the Ouija board, it brought back the sisters because they tricked them, and they tricked Poppy the most. I'm not understanding. And there was just a lot of tricks, and also that their mother, yes, these three mothers was brought back. Even there was like a whole bunch of witches, and Jay from the first movie, Jay and Ernie were our first book and first movie were like, he's a father, and that surprised me. He forgave him and Max forgave each other at the end, and yes, Poppy and the one which is Isabel Richards, they've actually fell in love with this, and I really did like this book. It took it took a real different take on it. And also, it kind of made me believe that there's going to be maybe a third, or not a third, maybe a next one, not sure, because witches, they said witches never die, and you just have to really read it. And look at that, I really didn't get cut off, which is a good thing. But I want to do more book reviews, and this is really, honestly, to me, that was a really good book. And also, I'm gonna do a little bit of the movie, because the second, not this too much of the movie, but the second movie to me was really, really good. Only for the simple fact that it showed that Winifred had a heart, because she really did care for her sisters. And I really loved it, anyways. But anyways, I gotta go.